Hi guys. You will say it's been a while. Yeah, quick one. I want to apologize for saying the request for Nigerians to split. I was so angry. That's why I had to say that. Having said this, today I'll be talking about saying the truth. I mean the truth. That will be the topic for this message. The truth. What is the truth? The truth is that Nigeria cannot afford to split. That is the truth. Nigeria cannot afford to split. It is true that during the amalgamation, the geopolitical zone were merged together to form Nigeria. It is true that Nigeria is named by a mistress of one of our colonies. It is true that our leaders do not have the understanding or the future of our children at heart. It is true that even the leaders do not even know where they are, talk less of where they are going to. It is true that Africa are looking up to Nigeria as the #1 black nation of the world. Nigeria cannot afford to split because Africa is waiting for Nigeria to regain their strength so that they can help them get out from their own struggles. If Nigeria, on a tickle of an eye, Nigeria that is suffering dissolution, that Nigeria that is suffering from dissolution, in a tickle that can desolate Benin coup. That is to show how strong the African is relying on Nigeria. Now, some people will argue, why would you say Nigeria should not Nigeria should not split? Why would you say people should not go on a different way? We don't have the same ideology, we don't have the same mindset, you know, we don't have the same belief, our understanding are far apart. Yet it is true. But I think regional government could do better. Now, in this conversation, I'm going to split out two things that I want you guys to go and resonate on. I want you guys to go and propagate on it, because the truth is the truth, and until we start saying the truth, we ain't going to get out of this problem. Let us continue to say the truth. I have a number of people that I stopped talking to because they don't want me to speak the truth. I don't care. I will continue to say the truth in my own little way. I may not be able to control a larger percentage, but my voice count. If I can reach 1, 2, 300, 500, 1,000 or more people, they are going to remember me in their subconscious mind that this guy once said this. And that's why I'm here to tell you the truth. So what is the truth? The truth is the religious leaders, our government, they don't have a clue of what God has given us. And I stand to be corrected. Comment in my question and ask me question. I will answer you. Your leader, in fact, I can tell you that the government is doing 1,000% more. They are more responsible 1,000% than your religious leaders, than other leaders. Now, don't get it wrong. We have the government as the #1. Then we have the leaders as the #2. So who are the leaders? The leaders are the philanthropists. The leaders are maybe the Obas, anybody leading, the religious leaders. And we all know that religious leaders control about 60 to 70% of the economy. And that's why the government try to pull the religious leaders closer. They dine with the religious leaders. They fed the religious leaders so that they will not be able to say what God has sent them. And I don't believe God sent them anything. I believe they sent themselves, because if actually God sent them, they will not yield to the voice of man, including their number one, the one they call G. All of them. Go and check their videos. They will be saying my in-law. He's calling president my in-law. What does that mean? The same GO was up and down doing Jonathan, shouting. The same GO was up and down doing Yaradua, saying we will fight, we will do this. Now, we ain't talking about the country. We are talking about genocide in Nigeria. And they ain't saying anything. You know why? The government is trying to beat down the genocide. The government is trying to bring a wrong narration. You see, let me explain this. When you see Gumi representing the Msmen, going from state to state to convince people to say that there is no genocide in the country, and for the past 30 years, quote me, more than 30 years ago, there have been genocide in the north. It's just that there is no social media there. Now there is social media. It's aggravating. The thing is coming to the here. Everybody is seeing it. They are doing it the more. I'm not saying that it's not more than before. It's getting more. They're getting accustomed to it. Let me share an experience. About 20 years ago or more, I met a girl or a lady, because as at that time she should be around 27, if I'm not mistaken. Now this lady is from the north. She came to serve in Lagos. We got talking, and then after some time she was sending me some videos of how they kill Christians in the north, how they murdered Christians, let me put it that way, in the north, how they buy Christians in the north. Then at a point, I can't take it. My body can't take it. Remember, I said a lady. I did not say a man. A lady. Then I had to send her a message that please don't send me this kind of information again. Then when we met, I told her, why? Don't you have feelings? I need to. How are you feeling watching those videos? Then she told me that this is what she grew up to see. That right from her small age, it is not new to them. Quote me, it is not new to the northerner to stone human being, to kill other human being like them. Quote me. I'm so sorry. I'm going through another ground. Okay, I think we're good now. Yeah. So she said it is part of their life. They grew up seeing that. So now, if myself that I cannot kill a rat, and now watching a video how my fellow human being is buying another human being. Did you get that? My fellow human being buying another human being. Then she said that's how they've been it's part of their life. A girl that should be afraid. Then she now said, now she understands that the Lagos that she is seeing like America, because this is the fact. The Northerners see Lagos like a promised land, because they are not getting 10% of what the Lagosians are given. None of their states can give up to 10% of what Lagos State gives. Lagos State brings you to the world. Lagos State gives you opportunities to tap in, a lot of opportunities. Now, if a lady can think like that, do you remember that kind of a person, if someone tries to attack that kind of a person, the person can buy the person attacking her, because she was built to do that. She grew up doing that. Now, on the contrary, look at the people coming, that grew up from west of Nigeria, southwest, southeast, south. They didn't grow up to see that. So, you say that the ideology differs. But if you have a regional government, you will know that if you travel all the way to the north to live, you live by their rules. And if you cross from the north to another region, maybe to the southern region, or you travel to the west, which is Lagos, Ogun State, Jaraba, you have to go by their rules. The same thing being practiced here in America. The only problem we have on that is that the politicians still want to control at the center. So if Tinubu, the present Nigerian president, can do that, at least it will enable each region controls their environment. So nobody will be talking about Nigeria. We will be talking about our region. The central will have a less responsibility. Now, let's now go to the responsibility. And remember, what are we talking about? We are talking about the truth. The truth is, those people that feed you every Sunday, they will tell you come to church on Tuesday, Bible study, come to prayer meeting on Thursday. That one is, that church that I'm talking of. In fact, all the churches, how many pastors did you see talking about genocide? How many? Get me right. I'm not here to call names, because I've been severally told not to call names. So okay, I'm not going to call names, but I'm going to make you know who I'm talking about. The #1 church in Nigeria. How many times have you heard them coming out to say there's genocide in Nigeria? How many times? I've not heard of once. And this same person will tell you that there's heaven somewhere. They play. What did I say? They play. This same person go to the beach side. They build house there. This same person, they have jets. This same person, the former GO of that church that owns the church, gave a mandate to they had a church rules guiding the church that anybody that is 70 should leave a pastoral office, should resign as a pastor. That is the owner, the founder. And the founder did that in his time. Now, somebody that did not know about the foundation that the owner thought or believed that God told him that, okay, this person can be worthy of taking over, now gave it to the present GO. Now the present GO is over 80. He's saying he's still active, that God made him to, is an exception. And you are telling me that person is righteous enough to tell you where heaven is? They play, oh, my brother. They play. Did you get me? They play. Now, what am I driving at here? I'm telling you that if you think you are going to go to church to get the truth, it's a lie. What did I say? If you think you will go to the church to get the truth, that's a lie. That's a big lie. That's not possible. You ain't going to get any truth in the church. The truth is not in the church, not in Nigeria church. I'm not talking about other churches around the world. I'm talking about Nigerian church. There's no truth in their mouth, in any of their GO. The only noise, the only lonely voice I'm hearing is from the wilderness. The only noise I'm hearing is from the wilderness. The man from the north, who they are killing his member. No, come to think of it. You say you are propagating the word of God and they are killing your members. What are you supposed to do? Now, you are rearing a sheep and you are seeing a leopard coming into your garden and feeding on your sheep. What are you supposed to do? You stand and fight the leopard. But your pastors did what? They now sit with the leopard and allow the leopard to feed on you. That's what all your pastors are doing. Don't say anything. Just go back and think about what I said. If I'm a liar, come and comment on my video and tell me I'm a liar. But if I'm not lying, after you've thought of it, the only request I ask of you is to repost. The only request I have of you is to start saying the truth. I'm not thinking about how do I say it? I'm not expecting how do they call it? I'm not expecting my social media to get 1 million or 20 million views. All I want the truth. Let the truth be told. Let people get the truth. The people are dying. People are losing their lives in the name of Christianity. And the fathers in the Lord that are called Christians, they are enjoying, they are dying. I mean, they are dying, they are eating. Let me use eating. They are eating with the leopards. Those people that are killing us. Don't get it wrong. I'm not blaming Muslim. You see that all my statements have not mentioned Muslim. Neither have I mentioned other religion. The only religion that concerns me is Christian. My father is a Muslim and he died as a Muslim. But for every religion, they have their culture. Their culture bewilders any religion they have. Go and check it. The Indians, their culture bewilders the culture they have. The Egyptians, their culture bewilders what they have. So, till I hear from you again, I want to tell you that say the truth and let the devil be ashamed. I Okay? Stay blessed.